Hey there everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and in today's reading we're going to be getting into the question, what blessings are headed your way? So we're just going to take a look at what really positive, uplifting, abundant blessings are coming into your life and all about what that could potentially look like for you. So getting into our disclaimers, keep in mind, you guys, that this is a general reading. So some of the messages might pertain quite specifically to you and your situation. Others of the messages might not. So as I always say, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Simply release it and let it go. Please don't allow it to get you upset if something that I'm saying in this reading does not 100% resonate with your life and your situation. If you did want to schedule a personal reading, all the details on how you can book one with me will be linked in the description box down below. Personal readings are always a great way to get a more specific and accurate read on your own personal situation. All right, so super excited to get into this pick a card. Let's go ahead and get into our pile selection. So we're working with 3 piles today. For pile number 1, we're going to be working with this Pyrite crystal. For pile number 2, we have some Amethyst. And for pile 3, we have this Citrine. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about the blessings headed your way. Go ahead and select the crystal or card that you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box to locate the timestamp that will skip you ahead to your chosen reading. See you there. Hey, pile number 1, if you guys selected this Pyrite crystal, this will be your reading, and we're going to be looking into what abundant blessings are headed your way. So let's go ahead and jump right in with our overall energies. So kicking us off with your reading, we have the energy of solar flares. We have the angel of balance. And we have the thinking woman. This is beautiful. So right off the bat, with the solar flares coming up here, this is telling me that the blessing that's coming in for you is sort of I got tongue-tied, sorry. It's sort of like this high amount of energy and passion and divine inspiration coming towards you. So I feel like you guys are going to be getting this blessing of a high level of motivation, excitement, something to do with an area of life that you're feeling really passionate about. This could be a creative project or creative endeavor of some sort, but it's this energy of activation and of pursuing something that you feel just like really ignited by. But the cool thing about this is that with the angel of balance and the thinking woman, there is sort of like this tempering of impulses too. It's like you're channeling this divine inspiration, but doing it in a very well thought out and balanced way. I feel like whatever this is referring to with the angel of balance, this is sort of about you being able to live in your most authentic truth, right? Like being yourself, showing up authentically. And something about this thing that you're pursuing is bringing in a lot of balance into your life. You guys could have a supporter here with the thinking woman. This could represent your energy or a person's energy in your life. But this is going to be a person who is well studied. This is going to be a person who's well researched, really thoughtful, really curious, almost like a Queen of Swords energy in a sense. But something about this thinking woman and all of the knowledge that she has accumulated is allowing you guys to pursue some sort of a change or transformation here. For a lot of my viewers, I do feel like this is your energy, that like whatever research that you've done is actually supporting you as you channel this energy. So feels like big changes potentially coming up for you guys. So let's move into the tarot next. So for pile 1, tell us a little bit about what abundant blessings are coming towards them. Oh, wow. So we have the Tower. There's the high energy there with the solar flares. We have a 9 of Wands. Okay. We have a Six of Swords. For some of you guys, this could involve moving also, or traveling of some sort. Yeah, so there's something here that you guys have been already working on, something you've already invested some time, effort, and energy into. And I feel like this energy of solar flares in the tower, what it's doing is it's allowing you to really look at the situation and purge what's no longer working, right? Like, so there's this energy of the tower here of release, letting go of some aspect of this situation that is not built on a stable foundation. And I definitely think with the Nine of Wands, with the solar flares, this is going to be a situation where you're going to feel like maybe it's a little challenging at times. Solar flare is a really amazing energy because it's very like passionate, right? There's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of energy, activity, but sometimes the downside to the solar flares is that it can cause chaotic energy as well if it's not channeled properly. I see that something about this blessing that's coming in for you is like it's a mindset, it's a situation, it's something in your life that needs to go, or something, maybe even a belief system, an outmoded belief system that really needs to go. It's no longer serving you. You've outgrown this situation. And so I think that there's going to be a little bit of this push, right? A little bit of like challenge that's like pushing you guys to look into how you can move on, right? It's almost like the tower is pushing you guys to get into this research energy of like the thinking woman and to figure out a way to excitedly and passionately move toward the thing that you're wanting here with the Six of Swords. I keep feeling like this is going to be a move for some of you guys. Hold on. I can't even reach the deck. Let's see what else we get. What blessings are coming through for pile one? What else do they need to know? For a lot of you guys, I get the sense that you've been like stuck in a situation for a long time. We have Beloved One. I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. This could have to do with relationships for some of you guys. Let's see. Clear cognizance. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you. They are unanswered prayers. See, the thinking woman, paying attention to thoughts. It's like some sort of divine realization that you guys are having about your current situation. So I would say to pile one, like whatever random thoughts have been coming to your mind, whatever your intuition has been telling you, whatever ideas are coming to your mind, these are like creative inspiration for you. These are messages. These are ideas that you're being guided to pursue during this time. And something about the ideas that are coming to the forefront for you, the realizations that you're having, are allowing you to move forward into something more calm, right? Like, I feel like you guys are going to be mitigating this, a lot of what might feel like chaos, but ultimately, like, it's this purge of what no longer serves you so that you can be tranquil and at peace in your life. Moving on from the situation is kind of what I'm getting at here. So let's go here next with this deck. So tell us a little bit more. What is this blessing coming in for pile one? For some reason, for some of you guys, I'm feeling this has to do with like a living situation, or even like a partnership of some sort, a relationship in your life. For others of you, though, I'm getting like kind of a career life purpose message, but they could all be intertwined into one. All right, pile one, what blessings are coming their way? We have the quest. Plunge boldly into life. Yeah, like the tower, I don't feel is here to like freak you out. It's here to shake things up a little bit. This is a beautiful, creative orange energy here, very similar to the energy of the solar flares, right? So this is something that's pushing you guys. Like maybe in the moment it might feel a little scary, but it's actually pushing you guys to activate. I don't know. I just keep feeling like this group has been kind of stuck or stagnant for a little while. And this push is like divinely guided for you, whether it's like a realization that you're having or some sort of event that happens to you where you're like, whoa, that was kind of shocking. Divine drunkenness, surrender to your spiritual reverie. Yeah, it's like this is leading you to a place of, look at this, from fear to fuel. Stand still and own your power. It's like for this group, I just continue to feel that you've been sort of like paralyzed in fear or stuck because of like blockages, mental blockages or fears that you've been having. Maybe even feeling like you have to have every little thing planned or researched or super perfect before you can dive into this. But I feel like the blessing is that spirit is coming in to like really push you to make a bold move in your life around something that you've been really thinking a lot about. It's something that you have a lot of passion for. So when I see this card here and I see divine drunkenness, it's like sort of surrendering to what is, right? And just allowing yourself to fully immerse into and embrace the energy of the situation, even if it feels a little bit out of control or a little bit chaotic for some of you. I think especially if a lot of you guys identify with this energy of the thinking woman, you might like structure and you might like things to feel comfortable and, you know, orderly. I think things are going to get a little disorderly for you, but in a really great way. All right, so let's look at the Kipper deck here and let's just see what else this could be talking about. Tell us a little bit about what is coming up, what blessings are coming through for pile 1. Tell us more. Blessings for pile 1. Okay, we have the Thief coming up. We have Official Person. Distant Horizons. This definitely seems like it has to do with a move, like something about moving, relocating. This could even be talking about overseas relocation or something like that for you guys. And we have this energy of adjudication. So there's some sort of choice or decision that's being made here. And this might be something that involves like legal. It doesn't have to mean like a legal issue either, guys. Like it could even be something as simple as like you, I don't know, like going through the process to get like a visa or a passport or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, with the Thief card coming up, I do feel like there's going to feel that there's the sense that maybe something is being taken away from you. But ultimately, I feel like this is happening because it's releasing you. Like, look at this anchor here. You guys are kind of anchored to something right now. You're kind of anchored to something right now. And I feel like you want to be free. So something might be feeling as though it's being taken from you, but it's ultimately to set you free and to release you from something that's not serving you anymore. And then we have the Official Person here, which is giving me like military energy. Like, I kind of want to look at the Kipper guidebook really quick to see if we can get any insight into that. Please hold. Official Person. Let's see. Any person in uniform, such as a military man, police officer, or fireman. He can stand for gruff, forceful, or even humorless person. They love ceremony, pomp, hierarchy, regiments, and order. Let's see. Give them a task, they will make it so. I feel like that's a little bit of your energy with the thinking woman. It's like this regimented, like, commanding order to a chaotic situation. Let's see. This is someone who could be like an actual military officer, a police or judge. Interesting. But it just can talk about things becoming more official. It's interesting because it's like a very strict energy. And what I feel for you guys is that you like a little bit of structure, but ultimately you're trying to be free of some sort of structure here with the Tower that isn't serving you any longer. So let's see. Let's just get a few more cards to close us out, pile 1. Tell us more about this blessing that's coming in for pile 1. I feel like this is kind of like the classic, you know, blessing in disguise energy, where I feel like when you guys are going through this, it might just feel a little bit like, ugh, like why is this happening? But ultimately it's giving you this energy It's igniting you. It's kind of lighting a fire underneath of you to move towards something that you've always wanted to do. Tell us more. What blessing is coming in for pile 1? Within the next few weeks. So we have a timeline here. It's coming up within the next few weeks of you guys watching this reading. Again, this is general, so the timelines could vary. What else? What blessings are coming up for pile 1? If you believe. Wow. See, this is about believing in your thoughts, the claircognizance, believing in your intuition, believing in yourself, that like what you're wanting, what you're dreaming of with the Distant Horizons card is possible. Look, as I parted the deck, we have big, happy changes coming up. See, this is all so like divinely guided and positive for you, pile 1. We have don't stop. So kind of similar to the 9 of Wands, that is the energy of don't stop. It's the energy of continuing to persevere, because the 9 of Wands tells me that you're close to reaching the goal that you want to achieve. We also have asked for help from others. So I feel again with like the thinking woman, the official person, this judication energy that we had at the bottom of the deck. These are all different types of resources that I feel are out there for you, who can support you as you move through this transition. So it looks really interesting, pile 1. Please comment below. Let me know how you feel like this resonates and what's been going on in your life. If you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I do look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hey, pile 2. If you guys picked out this amethyst crystal, this is going to be a reading. So we're looking into what abundant blessings are headed your way. So let's get started. So you start off here with the overall energy of Pluto, rebirth. So that's really transformative. We have the energy of contract, and we have the energy of community coming up here. Wow. Okay. So for some of you guys, you might check to see where Pluto is transiting your natal chart, because that might give you a little bit more insight into where this is happening for you. But Pluto energy is telling me that there is the blessing that's coming through for you is something quite massive. It's a deep, transformative energy of a situation. And it feels like this transformative energy is coming up with regard to some sort of community that you're around. So this could be like a friend group. I don't know why I'm thinking of like a church group, or like some sort of group that you're a part of, even like colleagues and coworkers, your work situation. Something about a community that you are a part of is changing and transforming. We also have the contract here. So this could be something that's actually happening in quite an official capacity for some of you. Maybe it's something that you're actually signing a contract for. This also talks about, though, like the seriousness of something. It's making something official in your life, making something a little bit more permanent in your life, and making sure that you are sort of like well-versed in the responsibilities that you have to the situation. When I think of this card, I also think of Saturn energy as well. So I do think that there's something about this blessing that's also providing an element of structure to your life, and responsibility as well. Like there's something that you're going to be held accountable to with this. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see what else. So tell us a little bit more, please, about the blessings coming through for pile number 2. Blessings for pile 2. Blessings for pile 2. Ooh, we have a partnership here with the 2 of Cups. So lots of this definitely involves other people in your life. We have the Devil and the Sun. Queen of Cups here at the bottom. So with Pluto being here, this is when we are really kind of digging things up, right? Because Pluto is like literally digging to like the darkest aspects of the situation, and with the Sun card being here, it is illuminating it for you. It's bringing things into the light that were once in the dark, so that you're able to effectively deal with them and allow the rebirth to happen. If you're not aware of where the issues are within a situation, then you don't know how to adequately move. You don't know how to adequately address them. So kind of similarly to pile 1, I kind of feel like your blessing is one of these like silver lining type of things, right? Where it's like the situation is positive. It's leading you to a positive outcome. But before we get to that positive outcome, there's like a little bit of a dark period or just like work responsibility that has to be attended to, right? I do feel like this is talking about a partnership. So this could be like a romantic partnership for some of you guys, or just maybe even a business partnership. But I see 2 people here that are on the same page emotionally with one another. A lot of people interpret this as romantic, but it can also talk about platonic love and care for someone. So just bear that in mind. But there's someone here, there's a person here, a community here that you have, you know, this harmonious emotional connection with that's being highlighted. I think what Pluto is highlighting for you guys during this blessing, during this time, is any areas where the situation is out of balance, any areas where the situation is maybe unhealthy or like a little bit toxic, bringing those things into the light so that they can be addressed. The sun, though, is talking a lot about like just beautiful, happy, joyous energy. And with the devil being right next to the sun, I do think that there's an illumination factor to this, but I also feel like the devil is speaking to just indulgence, just like enjoying, just enjoying the situation, enjoying the guilty pleasures. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But there is still this air of responsibility here with contract, right? So there's definitely something here that you guys have to be responsible for. And I think for most of you, this devil energy is coming up because there's something being illuminated to you about this situation that needs to be addressed, something that's not healthy about it for you. All right, so let's take a look at these angel cards. So tell us a little bit more about this blessing coming up for pile 2, please. We have gentleness. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. That makes a lot of sense. It definitely feels with this community energy that you guys are connecting with like-minded people or seeking people who can bring that sense of camaraderie into your life. We have take back your power. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings into your life. That's sort of like what I feel the devil card is talking about, right? Like the devil is when we've given our power away to something else or someone else. And for a lot of you guys, this has to do with a relationship, I feel. We have chakra clearing. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometry shapes. So there's a message here about balancing things back out again for you. Let's see though. Let's continue. Blessings coming up for pile 2. Attune to the call. Tune in and turn on. So this is something that you guys have been receiving like intuitive message about for a long time, or intuitive messages about for a while. This is something you're called to do. It's something you're guided to do. For some of you guys, I almost kind of feel like this could be something where you're helping other people, signing a contract here to help other people with issues that they deal with, maybe. Maybe that's just like for one person out there. We have divine discernment. Step back to find clarity. Okay. I mean, the sun is definitely echoing that message of clarity. Clarity seems to be like the major theme that I'm feeling with the sun in this reading in particular. Yes, there is this sense of like happy, like amazing community and just like the right people being around you during this really transformative time in your life. But there is still something here with the devil and the divine discernment where like you guys might be a little bit too attached to the situation. The devil can just be obsessive energy sometimes, right? Like it happens to the best of us. It's totally cool. But there's definitely this element of you guys understanding the situation from a deeper perspective once you've detached from it a little bit and you are able to detach from the outcome, reflect, and you're going to see that clarity, the clarity that you need about it. There's just something about this situation or this connection that I feel is like out of balance. Okay. So let's see. For pile 2, tell us a little bit more about this blessing that's coming through for them. What blessings are coming through for pile 2? We have adjudication. See, there's more of that legal energy here. Are some of you guys getting like a divorce or getting married or something like that? I could see that. It almost feels like it could be a separation for some of you. It's something to do with a relationship. We have house. Wow. Okay, what else? We have change. Wow. And we have pathway here. So this is a new door that's opening up for this group. Something in your life is going to be like totally different than it once was. And like Pluto does that. It's like when it comes through, it's literally like getting deep down in the trenches, digging up all the crap that needs to be addressed so that you can address it and then move on. And by the end, your life is just totally transformed here. I do see that there is something here, like something official happening, something legal or something contractual, or a judgment call or a decision being made, likely about a home, a living space, a community. And this decision that's being made is deeply transformative to your life, and it's allowing you the opportunity to move forward, to move on, to change. With this car coming up here, it's giving me travel energy, right? Maybe you guys are leaving behind a place, a community that you once were a part of, a relationship that was once a really major part of your life. Yeah. Very interesting group too. So let's just go ahead and get a few more of these cards and then we'll close out your message. So for pile 2, tell us, what is this blessing about? What other information do they need to know? Both of these fell down, so we're going to take them. So we have opportunity falling out of the deck. We also have recovery. It definitely is giving that a little bit with the messages about gentleness and the sun and taking your power back. You guys are going to be able to heal from this situation during this time. This change, this transformation is allowing you to recover. It's opening up new opportunities for you, which are blessings. Maybe it might feel like a blessing in disguise a little bit, but for a lot of you guys, I feel like this is something that you're wanting. It feels like something you're trying to get out of for most of you. We also have the message of no. With communicate clearly at the bottom of the deck. So there's that message of taking your power back. So you guys might actually be getting a no to something. And, you know, like sometimes it doesn't feel good because we want the yes. Depends on the situation, right? But this is a reading about what blessings are coming through for you. So whatever doors are shutting at this time are for your highest good. And I feel like that's the mentality that you guys want to be taking as you move through this transformative energy. It's like that stuff, whatever is no longer serving you, connections, living situations, whatever is no longer serving you will no longer be allowed into your life because you are going through a deep transformation. And those things maybe that you thought you wanted may not be in alignment with you anymore. There's something way better out there coming. So this is quite interesting, pile 2. Comment below. Let me know how you feel like this might align with your situation and what's been going on with you guys. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hey group 3, if you guys picked out this citrine crystal, this will be your reading. So we're looking into what beautiful, abundant blessings are coming through for you. So let's get started. So we start off with Pallas Athena. We have the second chakra. And we have the woman holding a coin. This looks really cool, you guys. This is just your overall energy, so we're going to get, a little bit more info here in a second. So what is coming through for you guys? Well, I feel for a lot of you guys, this is something to do with like your business, your money, your values. Woman holding a coin is definitely giving me like Queen of Pentacles energy. So this feels like it could be something related to your coin, to your business, to your work. With the second chakra coming up, this feels like something really creative that you guys are doing. Something that brings creativity, something that you're very passionate about in your life. And with Pallas Athena coming up here, this is sort of like the gift of intellect and logic and having a strategic mind around this. It also sort of gives me the energy of like the person walking into the boardroom and owning the room in a sense. So it's a very confident energy as well. But I'm almost feeling like you guys are going to be putting your thinking cap on here, having some sort of like divine realization or thought or strategy to help bring like a creative passion into your reality in a more tangible way. Something to do with you being able to support yourself with this. So let's see. Let's continue on with the tarot. So tell us a little bit, Spirit, about this blessing coming up for pile 3. Blessings for pile 3, please. We have a 5 of Wands, a 4 of Swords, and a Page of Cups. Strength card coming up at the bottom. So confidence and leadership are coming to mind here. Strength is kind of talking about the ability to stand out, the ability to step into your power, okay? And look, we have a Knight of Pentacles underneath of that as well. See, there's definitely something you guys are working towards. This definitely seems to have to do with work for you guys. What I'm seeing here with this 5 of Wands, what initially caught my eye when this card came up was this guy back here who's raising his hand like, hey, look at me, I'm here too, tap me in, right? And there's this conflict going on here, this competition, rather. And what I'm feeling is that whatever field or environment that you guys are in might be a little bit competitive. There might be a lot of other people saturating this environment, and you, I think, are trying to find your way to stand out in an environment like this. I kind of feel like you guys might actually be starting to like get yourselves into the mix a little bit more to try to generate some change, because the 5 of Wands, even though yes, it does talk about conflict and combativeness and things like that, it's also sort of a catalyst for change to happen, because you can't change from just like doing the same thing over and over again. Sometimes you have to stir the pot a little bit to get where you need to go. Okay, so I feel like you guys are maybe like volunteering to stir the pot a little bit to try to get seen in a way that you haven't been seen before. But I also think that there's a part of this group that like really does not feel comfortable with the conflict. Maybe you don't really like the conflict. And I see with the 4 of Swords and the Page of Cups a little bit here, like an emphasis on disconnecting from a mental perspective, like not allowing whatever is going on here, even if it may be necessary. It's like you're not allowing this to impact your mental health. You're taking that time to disconnect and to take breaks and to meditate and to take care of your mental and spiritual energy. You guys may actually stand out from the crowd because of the way that you communicate with the Page of Cups. This is a very sweet, loving energy. It's also a creative energy, creative communication, sweet, loving communication, right? So there could be an angle that you guys are going for here where you lead with your creativity, you lead with your expertise, but you deliver the message in a really just like kind and caring way. But it definitely kind of confirms for me that this is something to do with your creativity with the Page of Cups. So let's see. For some of you guys, this could be coming up with like an increase in pay with the woman holding a coin as well. So tell us a little bit more about pile 3's blessing, please. We have moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon those cycles. So you guys may have started manifesting this in or working on this or setting intentions during like a new moon or a full moon. We do have a full moon here behind the Pallas Athena. So maybe working with this energy around the full moon could be significant to you guys, or maybe you see it coming into prominence around the full moon. This is about working with the energy that you're given with the moon cycles and not looking them as adversarial. We have courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Yeah. That's exactly what I was saying with the Strength card, right? There's something that you guys are being called to really like confidently express here. We also have to remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. Standing in your power. And look, this angel is holding the sword, which is giving me like truth energy. Speaking your truth is going to be very important here. All right, let's get a couple of these, and then we're going to go to the Kipper deck. So for pile 3, tell us a little bit more about this blessing that's coming through for them. It's interesting because like every pile has had like one tougher card in it. And it's just kind of interesting because it's like we're asking about abundant blessings. And I just kind of feel like the collective theme of this reading is about like the blessing in disguise energy in a sense, you know? All right, blessings coming up for pile 3, please. We have X marks the spot. See the love in disguise. See, like there's something... This can talk about like an actual ex or somebody from the past that's involved here. Maybe this is like a past situation coming up for you, a past partnership, a past something. But the message here is about seeing the love in disguise, right? So even though there is this energy of like chaos or conflict, there's some sort of like silver lining that you're supposed to be seeing in this situation. Pile 3, what else? We have Be the Bridge. Expand your consciousness to behold both worlds. Yeah, being the bridge to conflict, maybe. You guys might be the person also in this situation that's helping to like bridge conflict between parties. And part of this is leading with the heart. Let's just continue here. What is the blessing coming in for pile 3, please? You know what else I'm getting? I didn't show you guys this. I didn't notice it. At the bottom of the deck, you have, you hold the key to an awakened life. Set yourself free. Maybe part of what you guys are doing with stirring the pot here is a way of setting yourself free of a situation. And this is talking about being in between stages too. Being in the in-between phases. Like some of you guys could be working like a day job, like a regular job, but then also be like manifesting being free from that and doing your own thing creatively. Let's see. What is this blessing that's coming up for pile 3, please? Wow, we have sudden wealth. Okay. Yeah, you guys are getting some coin. There's money that's tied to this. We have the wealthy man. Interesting, pile 3. Who is this? We have the mature man coming up as well. Yeah, toil and labor. This is related to work. I feel for some of you guys, maybe this money that's coming in, or this, it might be coming from like your day job versus your creative hobby. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that, but the point is like, this is a tough energy of doing like a lot of hard work. It's not fun, you know? But something that's coming through for you guys really strongly here is you're getting some money. And it feels like you're getting support from somebody of status and influence here. Somebody who's older with the mature man. This could have to do with a family member, like a grandfather, father figure, something like that. But the wealthy man is somebody that's coming in to provide financial support and assistance. Someone business savvy. I'm actually going to like check into like the Kipper deck, because into the guidebook, because I want to see. Yeah, he might be thought of as a venture capitalist, a banker, financier, or entrepreneur. This stands for career success, business acumen, smart plans, makes sense with Pallas Athena, rational thought, and well-calculated risks. He will grant you access to his old boys network. So this is somebody who's well-connected as well. Maybe this person could be helping you guys to climb a ladder and get into a position that you really enjoy, too. Let's look at the sudden wealth card. A monetary gift, a larger than anticipated tax refund, a bingo win. Wow. So it's about success, affluence, gain, or profit in your job. It also shows a secure partnership. You can draw on unlimited sources at the moment, but avoid being wasteful or boastful. Money that you don't have to work for, such as lottery winnings, a bonus, found money, or an inheritance. Interesting. So it seems like you guys are getting some sort of financial support from somebody here that you're not necessarily expecting. It's sudden wealth, so it's not something that you necessarily had to like work. Like maybe there's a part of you that had worked for this, but it doesn't feel like it's directly connected to like just the daily money that you've been making thus far. Very curious and interesting, pile 3. So, okay, we have one more deck to go. Let's see. What else does pile 3 need to know about their blessing? What else does pile 3 need to know about this blessing that's coming to them? We have abundance. Yeah, that's definitely coming through. Definitely in the sense of money, for sure. We have asked for help from others. See, there's the wealthy man and the mature man. This is like someone that's coming in to assist you with this. Let's see. Helpful people. Wow, you guys are blessed with really helpful people coming in to support you during this time. Very exciting. Well, pile 3, I would love to hear from you in the comments. How do you feel like this might resonate with you and your situation? Comment below and let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated once I post the next reading, and I look forward to seeing you there. Bye.